Hey guys, it is Admin. Welcome back to another Datapack Showcase video. In the previous video, I asked you guys which datapack you guys wanted me to work on next, and overwhelmingly, you guys responded with the Clawshot. So I've been working really hard to finish it, and I've made a lot of improvements to it on the way, and so let's jump right into it. Now, I know some of you have seen the hookshot that I made for log.zip. I was commissioned to make that hookshot for them a couple months ago, and upon doing so, they of course retained all rights to the hookshot. However, I thought that this was just such a cool data pack that I would recreate it entirely from scratch and then turn it into a Clawshot, which functions quite differently. Alright, so the first thing we need to do when we get started is we'll take a dropper, place it facing upwards, and drop a crafting table on it. That gives us the custom crafter. Pretty much all of my data packs use this custom crafter for crafting recipes because Minecraft does not have NBT crafting recipes yet. Okay, so now the recipe for this is a diamond block, a sticky piston, and a tripwire hook. And I should probably enable the resource pack. Here's what it looks like without it. So make sure that your latest version of the WASD resources data resource pack is enabled. And now we'll have the right texture. So I made this fairly complex model. Here it is in third person. And I think it looks pretty nice. And it does a fairly good job of resembling the Clawshot. Alright, so what can the Clawshot do? Well, you can right-click to shoot it, and there's a little sound effect, and it will travel away from you. This is a ray trace, meaning wherever I click, the Clawshot will travel, whether it's facing straight up, straight down, at the pig, or at one of these wooden pillars. Speaking of these wooden pillars, if I do hit a wooden block, I will get pulled to it, and now I'm hanging in the air. The model isn't perfect, definitely, but it's fairly decent. And then to drop, I can hit shift, and I will fall. This works for any wood blocks in the game. That includes logs, fences, and trapdoors. However, these work with varying levels of looking right. Definitely not perfect. The trapdoor looks good from one side. Looks like I hit the chicken. But not from the other. Anyway, this is using just a set list of blocks. If I missed any in the list, please let me know and I will add it. And if there are any blocks that it is attaching to that it shouldn't, also let me know. The Clawshot can hit non-wooden blocks, in which case it will bounce off. Like so. And it makes a nice little bouncing sound effect. Now, as you saw earlier, you can also hit mobs with it. It will do a small amount of damage, and will also stun them for 1.5 seconds. This is easiest to see for a mob like a husk, where you can see it's not chasing me for a bit. Now, it's only doing half a heart of damage, so it's really not that good of a weapon, but you can stun a mob and then, like, punch it or hit it with your sword a couple times, and that can be pretty useful. You can also use the Clawshot to pick up items, such as that egg over there. The chain will travel to it, and it will be picked up and travel in a nice, smooth motion. The Clawshot can be particularly useful in a situation like this, where I'm in a cave, but I have placed some wooden blocks at the surface, so I can shoot it up to here, and it will latch on and pull me to the surface. And I can just hit shift to drop down. But it has more features than just that. if I am hanging from the ceiling, I can look down, and now the chain will move down. And if I look up, I'll move upwards. This allows you to essentially rappel down a cave, and when you hit a block, you will land on it. I'm still trying to work out all of the bugs. So, what I've shown you so far is pretty cool, but we're just scratching the surface. You can actually have 2 claw shots at the same time, one in both hands. And, as you would expect, you can use both at the same time. So, if I right-click right now, I will shoot the right hand. But now I am hanging from the wall using my right hand. But my left hand is still free. So now I can shoot over there with my left hand and let go with the right hand. So as you can see, I got my right hand back, which allows me to shoot with my right hand. And so you go back and forth swapping hands to travel around. You can also hang down a little bit and then shoot. And that will let you move from there. This can be used all over the place, and really, it's your imagination that is the limit. Now, it's worth noting that if you are hanging on a wall, so right now I'm hanging with my right hand, and you see how it's currently selected right here? If I stop selecting the item, I will drop. And same goes for my offhand. Bit of lag. So currently I'm hanging from my offhand. It says claw shot already launched, but if I take this out of my offhand, I will drop. Anyway, that's about it for this data pack. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.